It's the protest show. Welcome to the Idiocracy Banana Joe's Republic, episode 7 of season 2. I'm your host and educational enemist, Thor Ramsey, fighting the rising tide of wokeness one joke at a time. Today's episode, why parents shouldn't tell educators what to teach. Terry McAuliffe, the Virginian who lost the governor's race, said, "I don't think parents should be telling schools what to teach." Parents were outraged at his remark because they don't know any better. It just goes to show you that voters shouldn't be telling politicians what to say because politicians know what it takes to lose an election. Voters don't. Some prognosticators believe this sentiment spells disaster for the Democratic Party. Parents, if you don't let educators decide what to teach your children, then you will never again be able to say, "What on earth are they teaching you?" The blame will lie at your feet alone. You'll have no avenue of deniability. Trust me. You don't want to be on Dr. Phil without an out. There's enough pressure on parents to screw up their children. Let the state do it. Thanks to higher education, my daughter learned in college that Christians in the arts can cuss as much as they want. Thankfully, she learned this at a Christian university, so I can rest easy that they're right and I'm an effing prude. See, I can't even say it there. If you don't let educators decide what to teach your children, then your child will be an outcast when it comes to the national morality of this country. You can't have your children walking around saying things like, "That girl is really a boy." Their teachers might deny them puberty blockers. Nicole Hannah-Jones, author of The 16 Project for $19, said it best, "I don't really understand this idea that parents should decide what's being taught." You see? She can't even understand the concept of parental involvement in child's education, and if she can't understand it, then how can it be done? She went on to say, "I'm not a professional educator." Now, I must say, after reading the 1619 Project, I must agree with her, she's not a professional educator. Anyway, she said, "I'm not a professional educator. I don't have a degree in social studies or science. Come to think of it, I'm not a professional parent. I mean, I don't get paid to parent, which clearly makes me an amateur. Forget about my child's education. Who's going to raise them? I defer to the experts. Solve your public school problem after you solve my public parenting problem. I mean, I love my children, but I'm just one person. The government could provide a whole team of experts to love my child, and they would love expertly, unlike my merely amateur love. All I'm saying is trust the experts. Remember the housing crash? We trusted the experts of Wall Street. Otherwise, how would we have gotten out of that mess? I mean, after they got us into it. Remember the weapons of mass destruction that experts said we'd find in Iraq? Well, both you and I know they're still there. They're just hidden. The reason they were never found is that your generation was taught how to play hide and seek improperly. Your generation was probably taught this game by amateurs. If educational experts tell us that getting the right answer is racist, then who are you to disagree? I certainly don't want to be a racist, and neither do you. That's why we need to become progressives and get the answers wrong, folks, because that's what progressives do. Educational experts in California have told us to do away with gifted children programs. I hope the rest of the country follows their lead, because in California, every child has the opportunity to be dumb. I know a lot of parents like to brag, "My kids are dumber than most." Not in California, baby. Your child's just as dumb as the rest, and all thanks to our educational experts. Hallelujah. Now, could we all hold hands and sing Yumbakai? Anyway, here's the thing, parents. You don't have the right to ruin education. Leave ruining education to the experts. Well, that's our show for today. I want to thank our director, Jefferson Drexler, because I can hear him laughing even though you can't. Our executive producer, Joe Fieri, our social media master, Danny Avila, and my co-writer, Ron McGee. I'd also like to thank Ron Bass for our new intro graphics. If you like this episode, well, you're in good company. If you consider my wife good company, she liked it. So be like my wife and click like. If you want to fight the rising tide of wokeness in this country, please subscribe, because that's the most meaningful vote of all, other than marrying me, and we're back to my wife. So if you want to see more episodes, go to ChristianPodcastCentral.com. I'm your host, Thor Ramsey, and I hope you're less woke, America.